Good morning, people. It's another gorgeous spring day up here in Canada. How you guys doing? Today, wanted to show you my next project slash I may end up keeping it, but still not sold on it. It's a Porsche 944. It is the 1984 944. The guy I bought it from owned it for about 13 years. He is the second owner. He was a machinist and he did shit ton of work. He gave me paperwork for about 9 G's of work. In last 9,000 kilometers, he did a timing belt, water pump, steering pump, power steering pump, all 4 brake, 4 shocks. These shocks are from Sacha or Sach, I don't know. Not really familiar with them. Please leave them in the comment section. It does have a new OEM clutch kit. The other interesting part is it has an aftermarket ECU. I'm just going to do a walk around before I go to that section. Look at it, angry Scotsman. Alright, so one thing I found very interesting is the spoiler. It's rubber. This piece is hard rubber, but this one is very soft rubber. So with all the years, it's from 1984, it has been parked indoors for the most of its life. It stayed remarkably well, but it is a little tired looking. It's expected, and honestly this is one of the better ones out there I have seen. The paintwork is its original paint. Amazing. There's nothing you can point. These are the right wheels. These are the wheels I wanted. Needs repaint, and I love the staggered part of it. It's almost 3 inches. I like it. I'm not a big fan of these pieces. These are rubber stick-on. It needs a heat gun to take it off, and I don't think I'll put them back again because these are pain in the bum. The other thing I noticed on the passenger side, these the door trims or moldings are, whoever did this did a horrible job. I'll probably take them off, sand it, mask it, put it back again. Other than that, has been oiled every year, parked indoors, and kept nice. Not even a single spot of surface rust. Forget rust. No surface rust. That's what made me even consider making the trip, even though the guy was only 4 kilometers away from where I live. But hey, I'm lazy. This is against soft touch rubber. The mirrors are automatic. I love these swooping lines, and it is low. I drove it last night about 40 kilometers or so in some winding dark country roads. The handling, it's probably second to none. It's my first 944, so can't really tell you it's good or bad. It's just I don't know. The shocks were new. They are very choppy for my taste, but I guess that's what it is. And let me share it. Looks like at some point it stick or something, and somebody to try peeling it off, and which created this issue. This will need a professional detailing, just cause that will bring back the color thing is the interior is in a pretty good shape. No cracks. I have yet to see a 944 for sale in Canada or anywhere else, you can say, without a cracked dash. There is some crack, but as you can see, it's minimal because it has been parked indoors for the most of its life. The interior is in a pretty decent shape. It does smell like an old car because it is. I'm gonna have to figure out how to take the roof off. OEM factory Porsche mats. I do not like purchasing vehicles from dog owners. Unfortunately, the last 3 vehicles I have purchased are all from dog owners. The reason being, I don't like purchasing vehicles from dog owners. Nothing to do with dogs. It's to do with the owners. I don't know if you can see. Shitload of dog hair. I beat him up on price. Kilometers. 172,064. For the era, for the time frame, it's not bad. It's really not bad. Okay, so let's go back to the hood. First, before we go back, I wanted to show you this piece. The guy who was a machinist, he installed this switch because he wanted an electronic lock for the back. I don't know why, but yeah. The gas struts, they hold up. These guys, he gave me a OEM ECU because the ECU that he's currently using up there, it has a chip in it. The chip is called Power Pack 2, and on the chipped ECU, I believe it went like this. On this side there is this button. You turn it off and on, off and on. So on the on side you get the chipped performance. What I have noticed is on the on side, to get the most juice out of the engine, you gotta rev it up. You gotta be over 4,000 or 5,000, or else, as an example, around 1,500, the car almost feels like it's stalling. It's just that's how it has been programmed. I did not drive it on the standard setting. I guess in the standard setting, 1,500 RPM is good. I just did not do it. The previous owner was a machinist, so he created this tool. I don't know how to use it. Apparently, you need this tool to take the timing belt off, to do a timing belt job yourself. So you don't need that expensive Porsche specific tool. Okay. Inside, as usual, it did come with this inflatable space saver tire. I don't think it's one of the proudest thing Porsche made it, and it's here. The tools, these are not Porsche specific tools, they're just generic tools. One of the things I'm noticing is these corners are wet. It doesn't have any rust in it, it's wet. I believe the water is dripping down. We got some rain coming from there are holes in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Drain the water, so there is no water accumulation. But it's wet, and I don't like it. I will probably do something about it. I just don't know what, but I will. Okay, I'm going to put these hooks back. They go like this. I do leave it in gear because it does need the handbrake cable. It doesn't have handbrake or parking brake. Big deal. As any Porsche of that era, this engine is filthy, and usually that's how they are. I'm gonna clean it up, and I know a couple of tricks to keep it clean. One of the other things that bothers me too much is this crap hanging on the ceiling. These gotta go. To me, these are almost like fire hazard. I will scrape these off and just leave it naked. There's nothing wrong with that. These are for sound dampening, and whoever drives this car or purchases this car, if that person, he or she, is sensitive to sound, they can screw themselves. These areas, as I mentioned, is a little cleaning. Came with a new battery, big deal. The other thing, the guy said it does have an aftermarket intake, and I don't understood the meaning of the word aftermarket. This is what it is. Can somebody please let me know what's the difference? Again, this is my first 944. Excuse my... I don't want to call it ignorance because I just don't know. The other thing I noticed, when it's running, the oil pressure is around 4. I read a couple of places. Apparently they're supposed to be like that. When you're beating it up, of course it does go higher. Okay, the temperature gauge. When I'm idling at a stoplight or something, it comes to almost this part. Almost close to the white. But when I start driving it again, it just comes to the middle. There's another guy on YouTube, and he basically said they have a free flow valve or something like that. So when it's idling, it does tend to run a little hot. It's not considered overheating or anything like that. I don't know if that's correct. Please somebody let me know. But one of my list of things to do is check for if the electric fans are kicking in. Sometimes that could be the case. If the electric fans are not kicking in when you're parked, it does overheat, and it's normal. The parts are pretty available, and they're pretty cheap to fix, if you know somebody. As I said, I would like to figure out how can I open this. Okay, screwing. I have a feeling I'm doing it wrong. Why did I screw it back? You know what? I'm gonna screw it back because I don't think I did it right. I don't think I'm supposed to take the screw off. Really? It's not. Okay. I guess I'm taking the screw off. Okay, taking the screw off. Are you supposed to actually take it off? Okay, now how are you supposed to mount it? What did I do? Why did it come off? These things were melted and they're stuck on there. I guess they're not supposed to be hanging there. Are you supposed to take it off, or you can take it off? I don't know. I will put them on. I'll look into it to see how this thing works. Alright guys, please leave some comments on how to take this off. Thank you.